Hello everybody, I am Nick Johnson and welcome back to another episode of Grassroots. On today's episode, we will be discussing why everything matters. All of the little decisions that you make from a day-to-day basis, on a week-to-week basis, whether they're intentional or unintentional, they all shape the future and the reality that you are creating. So let's dive into it. I'll see you guys on the other side of this amazing intro I just made. Hello everybody, welcome back to Grassroots. So like I said, we're talking about how everything counts. Everything counts. All of the little actions, the little moments in your life where you decide to be disciplined or undisciplined, or the things that you do intentionally or unintentionally, all of these things count in the grand scheme of you getting what you want out of life or moving into your desired future and really just getting the desired outcomes that you want, and I think that if it's somebody that follows this channel, or if you find yourself or have found yourself on a journey of really being intentional about the future that you want to create for yourself and the life that you want to live, by taking action towards those things every day, you have to be very intentional about all of the little details. You don't want to really give yourself too much space to cheat these things. You don't want to give yourself too much space to be undisciplined. Granted, we all go through things. Life has its challenges and life has its ups and downs, but it is in your best interest, as you are in pursuit of that ultimate goal, to be intentional about the action that you are taking, to think about how all of these little things stack on top of each other. You have to think about all of the things that you do, the decisions that you make, as like Legos or bricks as you build your house or that sculpture that you're building. And if you allow one of these pieces to be weak or not stable, you run the risk of the entire thing falling down. Now, I don't want to say all of this to make any of you scared to think you have to be perfectionist, but like I said before, it is in your best interest to just be intentional about the things that you are doing as you are in pursuit of your goal. I think where you can really start with this is to have an idea. The best thing to do at the beginning of your process is to figure out what it is that you want to do. What is it that you want exactly? Be as specific and detailed as possible in the future that you are trying to create for yourself. And this isn't something that you should become super attached to in the process of pursuing it, but it's something that you need to use as a beacon. This is where you're trying to get to, because you don't want to put so much pressure on yourself to do exactly what that person does now, but in the same way, you want to align yourself with the actions that are in alignment with that person. And when you have this version of yourself, or this version of the future that you wish to create, you have to think, okay, would that version of me do this? Or would that version of me be glad or happy that I'm making this decision? Because you may not be able to do exactly what that version of yourself is doing. You may be somebody that wants $1 million, but you don't have $1 million to spend right now. But think about, okay, what would this person do if they were trying to accumulate $1 million? Would they make this decision? Would they buy this thing? Would they do these things that display a lack of discipline? So these are the things that you have to think about. So everything matters. Everything counts. All of the little things, because in pursuit of this greater version of myself, you have to understand that every decision that you've made in the past and the decisions that you make in the present are directly correlated to the future that you are going to create. And all of the decisions that you made in the past are directly correlated to where you are now. So it is in your best interest to be intentional about these things, because your future is going to thank you. The future version of yourself is going to thank you for being disciplined, for being intentional, and just doing things that are in alignment with you. It's like, if you're somebody that wants to lose weight or you want to get in shape, it's like that future version of you is going to thank you for not eating that pizza at 10 o'clock on a Friday night, even though you really want to, because I have these urges as well. Sometimes I just want to do the things that are not necessarily in alignment with the greater version of myself. Sometimes I want to eat unhealthily or slack on creating content or posting things. And sometimes I do fall victim to these things. I'm not perfect, and neither are you. Nobody's perfect. However, having this idea that everything counts and all of these decisions are going to make your future, that is what's going to keep you on track. So if you do fall out of alignment and you do, fall victim to temptation at any point in your life, that may happen. I hope it doesn't happen, but it's a possibility, and it does happen. So if you ever fall out of alignment, just continue to understand that all of these decisions, even you deciding to get back on track, that matters. And that matters sometimes in certain situations more than staying on track, because a lot of times a lot of people do fall victim to temptation. A lot of people do fall victim to that old version of themselves that is trying to stay attached to them and not really allow them to grow into being the person that they can be or they want to be. So I just want to say to all of you, be intentional about the decisions that you're making. I just want to say to all of you, be intentional about the decisions that you're making. Understand that everything that you do, speak to yourself, all these things play a role in you creating the life that you want for yourself and being in alignment with that highest version of yourself, which is going to allow you to have the impact during this lifetime that you've been destined to have, you know? So I just want to say that to all of you watching this golden hour sunset. I think I just lost a little bit of sunlight as it is fading behind the trees, but yeah, thank you for all of your support on this channel. Thank you for watching these videos. If you're coming back and watching these videos, I hope that you're gaining something from them. You know, my intention with all of these is to not only align myself with the highest version of myself, but also to inspire you watching this to align yourself with the best version of yourself so that you can create the life for yourself that you want, you know, and live the life that you are truly meant to live, one that is not anywhere adjacent to mediocrity or poverty or anything that, you know, limits you as a human being. I think that we are designed to create lives for ourselves that are unlimited, you know, limitless. And that is what I am trying to do. That is what I am doing within my own life by creating these videos and expressing myself and hopefully impacting all of you watching. So thank you for watching. How you doing? Thank you for watching. I am Nick Johnson, aka your favorite cousin. And if I haven't already, I officially welcome you all to the purple era. I'm gonna start doing these a little bit earlier because I always lose the sunlight at the end of it and it kind of gets dark. But hey, and let me know how you guys like the intro I just made with this new like software. Let me know how you like it. It's fire. I love it. But yeah, I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace out.